a jump rope, medicine ball, chair, and easy kickboxing cardio ladder is coming your way. So in this workout, I will be providing modifications with no equipment needed. You can have a chair, which most people are going to have at their house, that can safely hold their body weight and a little bit of movement. If you don't have a jump rope, no worries. I do have an indoor jump rope that is not connected. And if you don't have a medicine ball, a pillow or even a lightweight dumbbell will do. In our workout, we have 3 groups of 4 exercises working up a ladder. 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, and 50 seconds on, 10-second break. We're going to do each group 3 times before moving on to the next. In 6 seconds, we're going to start our warm-up with a walk in place, feet hip width apart. Here we go. Toes are pointed straight ahead. You're going to hear this cue a lot. We want to line up our kinetic chain. Okay, this is all of our bones stacking properly to help reduce pain and injury. This is how our skeleton is formed and able to move or plan to move. We just don't move that way. So feet hip width apart. We stand up nice and tall with a gentle pull in on our belly button away from our waistband. My head is back with nice and tall through the crown of my head. So my ears are over my shoulders, over my hips. And we pump opposite arm, opposite leg. In 10 seconds, we're going to a jog in place. No worries if you are a no impact workout, we can go to a march in place. Here we go. So a jog in place, we're on the balls of those toes, knees going straight forward. It's common to have those knees kind of go out to the side. So want to keep those knees going forward, pushing through those toes. Now, if we're no impact, we can march those knees. All right, bring them up nice and high. Either way, we're pumping those arms. The more body parts we're moving throughout this workout, the harder our heart has to work, delivering oxygen to our muscles. The more our muscles are able to work, and thus the higher calories we burn. Our next exercise is going to be a jab cross with 2 hooks. This is an introduction to our easy kickboxing that we will be using later. In 3, you're going to get yourself set. We step 1 foot forward, we punch with our front arm, jab, back arm, cross, and then 2 hooks across our body. 1, 2, alternating arms, and then we switch sides. So count it through, jab, cross, hook, hook. Slowly bringing our heart rate up here, jab, cross, hook, hook. As we punch, we want those wrists stiff, all right? I don't want those wrists flexed in either way. We might not be hitting anything, or you could be hitting a bag. All right. And our thumbs are outside of those fists. We want to protect ourselves. 6 seconds. We're going to go to a dynamic stretch to open up those hips. A lateral lunge with a reach. Feet wide, toes are straight ahead. We're going to sit down into one leg into a lateral lunge. And then we're going to stand up, pivot our feet, squeeze our bum, and reach towards the far corner across the room. And then we're going to do it again. So sit down, stacking toes, knees, hips, pivot those feet, squeeze the bum under, feel that stretch in the front of that hip. As we go into that lateral lunge, we're going to feel a stretch through the inside of our thigh. We're going to open up our hips and get our legs nice and warm. As we reach across the body, we're squeezing the glutes, getting a nice stretch on the front of our hip. That would be your hip flexor. And as we reach across, we want to roll our shoulder down and back away from our ear. So notice I'm long rather than up here. I'm squeezing it down. So I get a nice big stretch through the outside of my armpit. That is your lat muscle. 3 seconds. We're going to switch sides. If you've been switching the whole time, don't worry. Just keep switching back and forth. We want to hold that stretch just for a couple seconds. The 2 count is perfect. This is a dynamic stretch, so we're warming up our muscles, stretching our body through a healthy range of motion. Nice long reach up and across that body, enjoying that stretch through the inside of those thighs. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. I only sit down as deep as my body allows so that my shin is parallel to my chest. I don't want you dipping that chest down, so we just stretch to the side, pivot those feet hip width apart, reach across with the shoulder down and back. It's a lot to remember, so if it's new to you, Don't worry. Keep moving through it. Give it a try. It's nice, slow, and controlled for that stretch. 3 seconds. We're going to go do another cardio exercise, a chair plank with 2 front jacks. So our hands are on the chair. We pop those feet out for 2 plank jacks. Pop the feet in, and then we do 2 jumping jacks. If we're not jumping today, we step those feet out, tap, tap like jumping jacks feet, step in, and then we step out to the side for our front jack. We're long and tall through the crown of the head in that plank position. Now, if we do not have a chair, we can use a wall depending on where we are in our fitness journey, or you can even go down to the floor if you want something a little bit more challenging. And then we're gonna go to a dynamic hamstring stretch here, stretching out the back of those thighs. 1 foot flat on the floor with a slight bend in that knee, other toes tapping. We're gonna reach opposite hand towards opposite knee, shin, or foot. Our back stays nice and neutral, meaning we're kind of sticking the hips out a little bit so we can enjoy a stretch through the outside back of those legs. We're long and tall through the crown of that head, and we squeeze the glutes to stand up. All right, by reaching across the body, we're specifically stretching our outside hamstring, okay? The hamstring that tends to be overworked and angry and feel particularly tight. And we want to engage those glutes to stand up, squeezing those glutes. Only going down as far as we can. We're gonna go to a squat with a calf stretch for our very last dynamic stretch. Feet hip width apart, sit those hips down and back like we're sitting in a chair, stepping forward, and we drive that heel into the floor. So we get a big stretch through the outside back of those calves while we're getting those legs nice and toasty. Because guess what? This is our last dynamic stretch. Before we hit that cardio workout, we're getting our mindset ready to say, yes, we can, because you've already gotten it started. Trust me, there are days when I'm like, no, I just don't have it in me today. And that's okay. But the hardest part is getting started. Action. You're taking action, making yourself a priority, making your health a priority. Now we're gonna feel good while doing it. 8 seconds. We're gonna go to our next exercise, that jump rope with a skip. So with or without a jump rope, you're just going to a skipping position. All right, so if you have a jump rope, go for it. If you do not have a jump rope, you're just driving those knees up, okay? Cycling those arms with pace, with the pace that you're skipping. If you're not jumping today, you're driving up onto those toes, all right? Almost pretending to skip. Reaching up towards the ceiling. Sometimes people call these Super Marios, all right? We're gonna slowly bring that heart rate up higher and higher as we enter towards that workout. 5 seconds. And then we're gonna go to a ball slam. No ball, no worries, grab a pillow. We take that ball overhead, up onto those toes. We're gonna sit the hips down and throw that ball towards the floor. This is all about producing power, up and down. If you really wanna challenge your body in changing direction, you start at the chest, go up, and then transition down as fast as you can. As you sit down into that squat, you sit the hips down and back. Now, you can use this basketball, soccer ball. If you do not, you have a pillow. If your ball bounces, you muffle those hands over the ball so it doesn't jump back in your face. 2 seconds, 30-second breather. Keep the feet moving. We're entering our first group. Our first exercise is gonna be that ball slam, 20 seconds on. All right, so whether you have a medicine ball, a basketball or a soccer ball, or a pillow, you can make this work at home. Our second exercise is going to be jump rope with a skip. Get ready to come with me in 4 seconds. All right, mindset ready, body ready, we're warm. We're reaching up overhead, throwing it down through the floor. We sit the hips down and back. Our chest stays tall. So it's like a deep squat. What I don't want to see is the hips going up and the chest going down. 3 seconds. Beautiful work. That drives the heart rate up. That's our most intense. It gets easier as we go. Jump rope skips, just like warm up. Here we go. With or without the jump roping, or jump rope, with or without the jump. All right? Notice these are weighted like they have little balls on the end. I can go forward, I can go backward, whatever works. 10 seconds. We're skipping and driving those knees up. We're soft on those toes. Toes, knees, hips, straight line. Our third exercise, 40 seconds on, is a jab cross with rotating uppercuts. So we start off 1, 2 punching, and then we step and rotate up into that uppercut. Back to the middle. 1, 2, step and pivot, uppercut. All right, 2 uppercuts on that arm. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, as you get used to these kickboxing combinations, you can pick up the speed, you can pick up the power. All right, the combo doesn't have to be perfect. It's all about making sure we're tall and long through the crown of that head. We're punching. Awesome job. Big deep breath in. Next one, we have a chair plank with 2 front jacks, just like warm up. Here we go, hands down, feet out. Pop those feet out and in, like a jumping jack, and then 2 front jacks. This is our longest group, 50 seconds. It's also lighter impact. At any point, you can take that jump out and tap. But we're challenging our body, we're challenging our lungs. We have nice, soft knees on that front jack. We stay long and tall through the crown of that head as we punch those hands through that chair. If you're doing them on the floor, don't let those hips dip down. No back pain here. 6 seconds, and you get a 20-second breather. Yes, 20 seconds, quick drink. Those 4 exercises we're gonna do 2 more times through. We start with that ball slam, whether it's a basketball, a soccer ball, or a pillow. It's a throwdown. You versus you. You versus your health, versus your fitness. We dig deep because it's only 20 seconds and you're halfway through. Up, change that direction quickly. Here we go. 3, 1 more. Give it your all. That drives that heart rate up. Now, we're climbing up the ladder, but the intensity is actually going down. So these first 2 exercises are going to be your hardest. That's why they're the shortest period of time. Skipping those knees. And if you need to, you can go 1, 2, skip, skip. All right? This is not about pushing yourself beyond the brink. This is about finding what is uncomfortable. All right? And pushing yourself to get a little bit more comfortable in that. Jab, cross, 2 rotating uppercuts. For example, I don't want anybody puking, right? That's too much. So what you can give me today is going to vary day to day. It varies on things like stress, nutrition, sleep. That's why health is a whole body experience. 15 seconds on our 40-second interval here. Punching out and in, upping, up underneath that chin. This is great when you feel stressed because you can punch it out. Yes, 50 seconds. for our last peak of that ladder. Chair plank jacks, 2 front jacks, here we go. You can hear me, right? I'm breathing heavy, but by pushing ourselves wherever we are today, and like I said, every day is going to be different. Whatever your 100% feels like today, give it that 100% in those moments, and then enjoy that 10-second breather. But you've got 20 seconds coming up. In 20 seconds, remember, you can alternate between jumping and tapping. Also keep in mind that the higher up the incline, the higher the chair, the easier it's going to be on that low back. No back pain, guys. 3 seconds. We push into pain where it matters, not where we're going to get hurt. One more time through this group, guys. Are you feeling it? I sure am. Get that ball ready for that ball slam. Last time through. Throw down your stressors. Throw down your barriers. Whatever's holding you back. Throw it down. Get it out of your way. And say, yes, I can. Yes, I will. 10 seconds. Remember, we sit those hips down and back like we're sitting in a chair. Chest stays up tall. Oh, as hard as that 20 seconds is, it goes fast, right? Jump rope, skips. Here we go. 30 seconds. This one kind of feels a little weird with the weighted jump rope because I can't hit the same rhythm. But that's okay because we're moving our body. We're challenging our mind. We get deep health across the board here. 8 seconds. Drive those knees up. Push that floor away. Stay up tall and long. 2. And catch that breath. Close those lips. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You're getting a bonus rest here. I accidentally put in a 20-second breather. So keep those feet moving. In 5, we're going to go to that jab cross, rotating uppercut. Are you ready? Yes, you are. Jab, cross, uppercut, uppercut. We're long and tall through the crown of that head. We want to try to rotate which arm we're punching first with. I try to lead with the arm that's going to do the uppercutting. All right? We don't want to collapse in. We keep the shoulders down and back. We punch with power and purpose. Snap those arms out and in. 7 seconds. And we're exhaling as we punch. Yes. All right. Chair plank jacks. 2 front jacks. All right. Are you ready? Yes, you are. Hands down, feet out. Pop them. Remember, we're not in pain here. We're moving our body in healthy patterns. We have soft knees. As we jump those feet in, we stay in alignment. Toes, knees, hips. We can take that jump out at any point in time. We can alternate. There's a lot of options to make any cardio workout work for your body and your fitness level. Under 20 seconds. Stay strong and long. 10 seconds and you get a 30-second breather and a drink. Let's go. Pushing. Yes. Keep those feet moving. You have 30 seconds. Our next group starts with chair squat jumps. So we sit our hips down with our feet hip width apart. We sit down and then we jump up. Now, if we're not jumping, we sit and stand up to those toes. Then your second exercise is a jump rope log hop. So you're going side to side. Modifications can be a side to side high knee step. 20 seconds on for that chair squat jump. Remember, you can even alternate because jumping is hard. Now, when we land, we have soft knees. our knees stay in line with those toes. If you're having a hard time with that, you can get a mini band and put it at those knees. 2 seconds. There you have it. Jump rope, log hops for 30 seconds. All right, so feet hip width apart, soft knees, and we're going side to side inside that jump rope. All right, now we want to make sure, again, those knees stay hip width apart. We're not collapsing in. I don't want those knees kissing. If we feel like that's happening, we take smaller hops. All right, we can go side to side this way, or we can step, bringing that knee up, and we're still moving those arms. 5 seconds. Breathing, pushing, and 10-second breather. All right, we are going to a jab with a duck and 2 hooks. So we punch forward, duck it under, come up in 2 hooks with the opposite arm. So jab, squat and duck under, 2 hooks with that arm. Under, jab, under, hook, hook. When we hook, our thumb is pointed up towards the ceiling. Now notice, I screwed up that combination. It doesn't matter. I keep moving. Nobody is watching or judging you, okay? But I know you are. You want to do the best you can. So give yourself some mercy, okay? We're gonna go to a med ball with a lunge and a rotation, so no impact here. We step down and back with one leg into a lunge. We rotate that core towards our front leg, keeping that knee in line with those toes. And then we step up. You can go to neutral or up into balance. We switch sides. Now, if you don't have a ball here, feel free to go to a light dumbbell or even a water bottle. All right, so down and back into that lunge, rotating, up into that balance. Notice my feet stay hip width apart. If you step back narrow, you're more likely to lose your balance. It also is a lot of strain on those knees and hips. So hip width apart, all 5 toes pushing into the floor. 3 seconds. Yes. Guys, that's already round 1 of our second group. We've got chair squat jumps in 10 seconds. All right, we're moving those feet, getting ready on 3. Feet hip width apart, sitting those hips down and back. And then we swing those arms with or without a jump, all right? Or alternating, or going all in. This is for you, for your body, your health. 5 seconds. Yes, you can. You can do anything for 5 seconds. Soft knees when you land. Be proud, they're hard. Log hops. In 3, side to side with that jump rope. Here we go. Like I said, this can be with or without the jump rope. You can do this entire workout, no equipment. No real workout equipment, right? Most people have a chair and a pillow. If not, you don't need them either. 10 seconds. Keep those knees soft. Feet pointed straight ahead and hip width apart. 5. Keep working. Going side to side is hard. And it's challenging on those hips and knees and ankles. Jab, duck. 2 hooks coming at you in 3. When we feel that breathing pick up, you know you're working. You know you're pushing your body to change. It means you're making that heart stronger. Reset. I suggest resetting between the hooks and then resetting into that jab. 2 hooks. Under and punch it. There you go. Now we're getting it. You see my body weight shifts into the leg that I have shifted to, yeah? 3 seconds. Big punch to the finish. Yes. And know that you have that alternating medicine ball lunge with rotation. No jumping, no impact here. This is all about strength in that rotation. We got good balance work. Focusing on keeping good Tony hip alignment. Now you'll notice I go deep into my lunge. All right, my back knee is not on the floor though. If I place my back knee on the floor, it's gonna get a lot easier to hold that lunge position. All right, and the depth with which you lunge varies from person to person based on your mobility on your joints, right? How much your joints move. Also your strength and your training. So wherever you're at, this should be pain-free movement. All right? If, for example, you have osteoarthritis in the knees, I want you stopping that lunge before you have any pinching, pulling pain. All right? We don't want to push into pain other than a good muscle burn. 5 seconds, chair squat jumps for our very last round of these 4 exercises. I don't know about you. I'm starting to sweat, guys. I've been sweating for a little while now. All right? It's humid, but we're working and we're pushing. And you know what? You are over halfway through. 3 seconds. Yes, and I mean over halfway through the entire workout. Bend those knees to pick up that jump rope if you have one. Log hops, side to side. As we move more quickly, I want you to remember, gentle pulling on that belly button. We're soft on those knees. You can see I'm on my toes. I'm trying to keep those shoulders relaxed. It's easy to want to pull forward, all right? I want you to stay tall and long. Ears, shoulders, hips, 4 seconds. Good posture goes a long way, but that also takes time to do as well. Jab, duck, 2 hooks. Last time through. Jab, under into that duck, 2 hooks. Reset. Again, anytime we're kickboxing, we want to relax those shoulders. As we go into that hook, thinking about punching through anything that's in front of you, shattering it off to the side, push it out of your way. Nothing holds you back, especially when the light is at the end of the tunnel for your workout. And this segment, 5 seconds. Whoop. Forgot that jab. Yes. Almost there, guys. Alternating med ball lunge with that rotation in 3. Here we go. Down and back. And if you don't have a medicine ball or a lightweight dumbbell, but you want to pick up the challenge and not do this body weight, go ahead and grab a small can, right? Can of spaghetti sauce. Add a couple of pounds. Can even add a light kid or an infant to your upper body. They might have fun doing that too. Over halfway on this last exercise of our ladder, climbing up. And even though we're not jumping, you can feel that heart rate up because we're working those big, strong leg muscles. 7 seconds before a 30-second breather. There it is. Quick drink. Our next exercise, 20 seconds, is a double under, meaning the jump rope passes underneath you 2 times. So, and you can do a couple jumps in between. No jump rope. This is a tuck jump. Soft knees, not jumping. We go into a big up. 1, 2, big up. All right. 20 seconds. Here we go for those double unders. 1. And remember, we've got soft knees, feet hip width apart. If you're in an upstairs apartment, we shouldn't be banging so loud because we're landing on those toes. 4 seconds. I know it's working. There you go. Your next exercise with your ball or a dumbbell is going to be a lateral lunge with a ball chop. So out to the side for that lateral lunge, and then you lift that ball up and across the body. Here we go, come with me. Just like that lateral lunge reach, we step out to the side, stack those toes, knees, and hips like we're up against a wall. We come up, bring that ball across. If you can get into that balance, awesome. If not, you come to a kickstand and go overhead. 3 seconds. Yes. All right. 40 seconds on our chair for mountain climbers. Hands over those shoulders, or underneath those shoulders. We drive those knees up. We stay tall and long through the crown of the head. I don't want the chin dipping down. I don't want those hips going up. Now, no chair. You can do these against the wall, marching those knees or running the knees. On the floor is the hardest option. Belly button gently pulled in all of these positions. No jumping. We march them. There's no back pain here. We push the toes through the floor and squeeze the glutes to stabilize. 2 seconds. Oh, feeling it work. All right, we're gonna go to a front kick with a jab cross. So our back leg is gonna snap forward into a front kick. It steps forward, and then we go jab cross. Nice punches straight ahead. So front kick, jab cross. If you don't have a lot of space, you can front kick, bring it back, jab cross. All right, then switch sides. Either way, we're going powerful, strong kicks. The power comes as a ripple effect through the leg as we step forward. We pivot through those hips, and it comes all the way up from that step through those hands, kicking and then punching anything that's stressing you out, that's trying to stop you from reaching whatever goals you have in place right now. And you're breaking those barriers. 20-second breather. 2 more times through that group of 4, guys. It's a strong finish to your workout. Jump rope, double under in 3. Are you ready? Yes, you are. Yes, you can. With or without the jumping, with or without that jump rope, we're pushing and we're working. 10 seconds left. Let's go. Push. Drive it up. 2. Yes. Lateral lunge with that med ball chop. I know this works the shoulders, so out to the side. This is a total body experience. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see as I come up and across, I try to stay nice and stacked. I don't want to see that back arching. All right, we're not swinging through those hips. Everything stays tight to support our spine, protect our spine. 4 seconds. Beautiful work. That's a hard one, even without the jumping, yeah? Mountain climbers, here we go. Pace yourself. Shoulders over those hands. Pushing that chin back. Staying long and tall like we're getting measured through the crown of that head. I know the shoulders are burning. The lungs are burning. The thighs are burning. Even the chest maybe, right? The back of those arms. Even into those calves. You've got 10 seconds. We've got to get more comfortable sitting with our discomfort, knowing that our body will adapt and get stronger. 5 seconds. Front kick. Step jab cross. Here we go. And if you don't think, wait till you see me at the end. Stick in all the way at the end. You'll see just how sweaty I am today. It's nice and humid. And if you need to, you reset, you step back. I run out of space. And I'm trying to change direction so you can see. I stay hip width. I stay long and tall from the side. We're already down to 15 seconds to finish our second to last round. Dig deep. At this point, we're all feeling it. That's your hard work paying off. All right, 7-second breather. Jump rope double unders for the finish, guys. One last time through. Soft knees. If you need to at this point for safety, if you feel those knees going in, you can take that jump out and go high knee. All right, 5 seconds. We can do it. We're almost there. Yes. Oh, lateral lunge with that ball chop. Breathing heavy, working hard. But you know we're on the home stretch. Chest stays up tall. Belly button stays pulled in. At any point, you can take that balance out. It gets harder and harder to catch in that balance by a quick squeeze in those glutes. 4 seconds. Oh, yes. 2 exercises left. 1.5 minutes. What have you got? Prove it to yourself. You don't give up. There is no mountain too high, right? Right now, you've come a long way. You've climbed 11 ladders, all right? We're finishing with our 12th. We're gonna tell our muscles, we are okay. We can do this. You can do hard things. Just 15 seconds left. I know my shoulders are screaming and I'm saying, yes, I can. Yes, you will. We push to that finish. 4, dig deep. Oh, put that chair off to the side. We don't need it anymore. Front kick, step jab cross. 50 seconds of hard work to our cool down and stretch. What have you got? Leave it all on the table. Think about your why. When you're digging deep, this is when we think about what motivates us. What keeps pushing you forward? What are you working for? Is it longevity for your family, for your kids? Whatever it is, we think about it now and we think 15 seconds is worth those goals. 10 seconds is worth the hard work, the effort, the determination. 3, we're gonna give it one more. You get a drink, we breathe, calm that heart rate. Here we go. Big deep breath in. Reach it up towards the ceiling, exhale. Roll those arms down. Another deep breath right here. Overhead, exhale. Circling the arms down. Hard work today, guys. All right, toes straight ahead, our feet are wide. We step 1 foot slightly forward. We sit into that leg, and then we're simply squeezing the glutes. We tuck the hips under so we get a nice stretch through the inside of that thigh. From the side, it's like as if the leg that's slightly forward, the heel is in line with the opposite foot's toes. Now, we hold all of these stretches 30 to 45 seconds, or you pause until you no longer feel that stretching sensation. And then we switch sides. So go ahead, switch sides. Now, if you don't feel that stretching sensation, calm down. Pause it. Stay on that side or put it in your mental bank to come back to it. When our muscles are tight, and they get tighter as we move less, as we work them more, as they get stronger, they're going to get tighter as well, okay? So stretching is an important part of staying pain and injury free, but focused, purposeful stretching on muscles that have a propensity to be tight. Feet hip width apart, my back foot is flexed. Feel free to get a pillow, blanket, or a mat underneath that bottom knee. And then we squeeze the glutes, tuck the hips under. We reach up towards the ceiling. Can add a small lean to the side. Nice big stretch through the front of that hip, or even down into the thigh, or both. Now we only add that reach or that lean if we feel an increase in stretch. Now I was having some knee pain this morning, so I've already stretched these so they don't feel as tight, which is great. It's a good sign to have that carryover. Go ahead and switch sides, tucking those hips under. Make a mental note too that if one side is tighter than the other, you might not need to stretch both sides. You might only need to stretch one side. Oh boy, feeling that work. I'm surprised my glasses haven't gotten foggy. And remember, that mat or pillow or blanket underneath that back knee, there's no point in having knee pain here. Now, we're gonna go back to that original leg, and we're gonna take that back foot, and it's gonna go behind the front leg. All right, so my knee is kind of pointing away from my body now. I squeeze my glutes, reach up towards the ceiling, and I'm gonna feel that stretch no longer right in the front of my hip, but towards the outside of that hip, potentially down into the outside of the thigh or knee. Great stretch on a super tight area. This is where I get a lot of tightness, and kickboxing can agitate this muscle because it's a lot of pivoting, okay? Even running as well. So, well, running and jumping. So stretch it out. Go ahead and switch sides when you no longer feel that deep stretch anymore. And again, make a note, if you do not feel it on both sides, you might not need to do it on both sides. We're slowing that breathing, a big deep breath in. Exhale. Oh, it feels good to know that all of your hard work is done, right? We're gonna come down to a child's pose, toes together, knees wide. We're gonna reach those hands away from the body, roll the shoulders down and back, and we're gonna press that chest towards the floor. Big deep breath in. Expand the belly, expand the ribs. Exhale. Press that chest towards the floor. Big deep breath in. And exhale. Want to be feeling this along the outside of the armpits, potentially into that low back. If knee mobility is challenging or you have any knee pain here, feel free to use a higher stretching point like your chair, or even can potentially do it standing, rolling those hips under as you sit down into that squat. Now our last stretch, we come down to our back, one leg nice and straight. We bend the opposite knee. We take the opposite hand, it wraps around the front and grabs the outside back, and we kick like we're kicking over the opposite shoulder. You're gonna feel a nice stretch through the outside back of that leg, and the foot is gonna go up and down. So big kick up, hold for a 3-4 count, and then relax it back down. Feeling a nice big stretch through the outside back of that thigh, and hopefully as you kick, you feel that stretching sensation calm down. We do a lot of isometric, meaning we're holding the position, stretching on our hamstrings. Hamstrings have a tendency to feel very tight. This really probably means that your hamstrings are angry and overworking. Your brain is talking to them too much. This can cause a lot of patterns, and patterns lead to pain and injury. So kicking our hamstrings helps calm those hamstrings down. It helps our body tell our brain, stop working so hard. And when our hamstrings calm down, we get less things like hamstring cramps, we feel less hamstring tightness, and it allows muscles like our glutes to start working a little bit harder. And when our glutes work a little bit harder, we have more stable pelvis or hips, low back, knees, and ankles. So kick out those hamstrings. And do you see that sheen of sweat, guys? Oh, baby, I told you. It was a hard workout. It is humid here today, and we pushed. We pushed each other. We got healthier. We got stronger together. I hope you feel empowered from your workout. You feel healthier, proud, and more confident in the things that you do. Thank you for joining me, and I can't wait to see you again next time.